colleagues, in circumstances like this, we need to listen to each other. I appreciate the anger. And any well-meaning Ugandan will appreciate the anger. But what is the cause of the anger? Let us diagnose where the problem is. All of us know, and I'm sure the landed Attorney General knows, that that concession was badly negotiated. It is basic. All these problems you are seeing is because of bad negotiation. And the reason can only be two: incompetence or bad manners, or both. Bad manners is also about collusion or corruption. But we are committed to an agreement. We are committed to an agreement. And once you get committed to an agreement, lawyers call it legal obligations. We have legal obligations. And we need to examine the obligation we have under that very unfair agreement. If we breach those obligations, what happens? That is the opportunity cost I think Oguzili was talking about. What is the consequences of us breaching the legal obligations of that agreement? Because the agreement is bad. Don't even bother yourself to... We have debated this, and indeed we debated it when the both committee brought that their report. We debated this in detail. In detail. And between now and the last day, we have how many days? 9 days. Less than 10 days. Where we must sort out all this mess. Is it possible to sort out this mess in the 9 days? And two, it is not a wish, but we are talking about professional sorting out the mess. Whether it is possible for the Auditor General to bring a report here on the 28th. Did he ask up 28th? 28th, and we will have 2 days within which the Minister of Finance...
Honorable Katuntu, 28th will be a Saturday, a Friday. 29th will be a Saturday. 30th will be a Sunday.
So really, we have no time. And to me, and I really implore upon you, colleagues, let us look at the consequences of the decision we are about to make. To the people of Uganda, the people of Uganda got a road deal. Are we going to continue in that road deal? Are we going to continue wasting good money? It is not reasonable on our part. We must cut our losses, and now. We must cut our losses, and now. And let the minister tell us, actually the chairman of the committee, in figures, if we don't perform our obligation according to the contract by 30th, the first payment, what percentage do we talk about?
10%.
10%. And the 10% of the worst case scenario is $19 million. $19 million. We are not joking with small money. And we cannot be emotional when we are talking about serious public issues. 19 million. I'll take the information.
Thank you, Honorable Member. The penalties we will pay just to... Yes, if we fail to pay by the 31st, it will be 10% for the first 30 to 45 days, 15% 46 to 90 days, and 20% after 91 days.
First of all,
information. You sit. You sit. Sit. You sit. You're a member of the committee. Yes, Haji.
So, the first The first is 10%, and it is incremental. And the worst case scenario is $19 million. Why are we paying the $19 million? Because we are blaming people who have sat on their job. And because they have sat on their job, the taxpayer pays $19 million is close to 35 billion shillings. Colleagues, I think
Honorable colleagues, please listen.
actually it's more than 35 billion. So to me, it comes to almost 70 billion. Almost 70 billion. And that's the sort of money we are talking about. Colleagues, we now need to see what can we do seriously about people who didn't do their job or who did their job badly. That's what we should be looking at. As far as the contract is concerned, I thought our rules are very clear when somebody is speaking.
Yes.
I am a little bit
Katuntu.
informed, Honorable Otala, please. And I'm sure you know I'm informed.
Honorable
So,
Katuntu.
colleagues, the anger we should be direct, the anger we should direct it to the correct people. And we can fold it up. We can really fold it up. Who did what? Who sat on what? And we can take any decision to have those people account. But as far as the contracts are concerned, let us not breach the contract deliberately, knowing the consequences.
Thank
I
you.
thank you, Right Honorable.
Honorable Mutembule. There is a motion.
Thank you very much.
There is a motion.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker, I stand to move a motion that we support the initial motion raised on this table by the Right Honorable Minister of Finance,
By the Minister of Finance.
by the Minister of Finance, in order for us to back and support the loan, which has, to approve the loan, and we disregard the committee report which has been brought to this House. Thank you.
Is the motion seconded? Seconded by Faith, by Max, by Ogwang, by Okiror, by both, by Okumu, by Ayo, Dr. Mushemesa, Ibanda, Kilak.
Madam Speaker, there is no motion. He has just said we support.
He put a motion. That you didn't finish your motion. He finished the motion, you're only being biased.